Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce that President Barack Obama is going to visit Flint, Michigan. My name is Otis Pate, and I would like to share this screen capture with you here on April 28th from NBC25news.com. It says President Obama to visit Flint amid water crisis. And this report is by Dave Bondi on Wednesday, April 27th, 2016. This article goes on to say, the White House just released this statement on Wednesday, which was April 27th, 2016, that May 4th, the president will travel to Flint, Michigan, where he will hear firsthand from Flint residents about the public health crisis, receive an in-person briefing on the federal efforts in place to help respond to the needs of the people of Flint, and deliver remarks to community members. We have just learned that President Obama wrote a letter to 8-year-old Mari Copeny, telling her he would visit Flint to talk about the water crisis. Copeny wrote the president asking for help. As you may remember, Flint's water crisis began in April 2014. Yes, 2 years ago. And about 2 weeks, according to this report, when the city's water supply shifted away from the Detroit water system and into Flint River water. Later, it was discovered that the river water was leaching lead from the aging pipes in the city and putting it in the water. Tests of the city's children showed that many had elevated lead levels in their blood. In October 2015, the city switched back to the Detroit water supply, but the water is still considered unsafe to drink. Now, residents rely on bottled water and water filters provided by donations and the state. Now, I would like for you to meet Mari Copeny, who's also known in Flint, Michigan, and I guess now nationally and probably internationally known now as Little Miss Flint or Miss Flint. She's here with her mother, being interviewed by NBC25news.com here in April, and I believe this was probably on April 26th or 25th or something like that, perhaps even the 27th. The article is not actually clear about what particular day this interview was done.
She wrote a letter to the president?
Back in March.
So how'd that come about? I mean,
we were heading to D.C. for the congressional hearings. She thought, we thought it couldn't hurt to write a letter. I mean, chances are it won't be responded to, but it doesn't hurt to try. We sat down, wrote the letter, and waited.
And then did you get something in the mail, or how'd it work?
I actually got a call from an unknown number yesterday, and the guy was like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so from the White House," and I'm listening to him. I was like, "Wait, did you say the White House?" He was like, "Yeah, the White House." He's like, "I sent you an email so you can confirm who I am." I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" It's like, the president read your daughter's letter, and he was very touched by her. So touched that he wants to respond to her, but he wants to release the note publicly. He was like, "Are you okay with that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like, "We'll call you tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning to go over the logistics." This morning, get a call. They're like, "We have good news. The president's letter's done. I just emailed it to you. Oh, yeah, and he's going to be in Flint next week and wants to meet Mari."
And what is what's your reaction?
I'm like, "Really? He's coming and he wants to meet her?" He's like, "Yeah, he really wants to meet her. That's why he wants to come to Flint." Like, it was her letter that finally got him to come here. You know, people have been screaming for him to come here since the auto show.
What do you think it was? That she said that it was from a child?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's from a kid. Kids tend to have an effect on people. Maybe it's because it's Mari. Who knows? People tend to fall in love with her.
What's this been like? Because you live in Flint.
It's been hell. It's been frustrating. Every time we come in contact with this water, it gives us rashes, headaches. Having to live on bottled water constantly, it's irritating. You get fed up.
What do you want to tell the president when he comes? Because he has not been here yet. He has all his people here, but he hasn't been able to see firsthand what's going on. What do you want to tell him?
I'm not sure yet. I want him to actually see the people here, see what we're going through. Because I tell people all the time, it's different to see it on the news and on TV and on the internet than it is to actually come here and speak to people and see what we're really going through firsthand.
You got to be proud as can be.
Of course. He's an amazing kid.
And it's important to keep this in the light, the national media, because lately it's been falling to the wayside a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That's why she made her first video a couple weeks ago on World Water Day, because she wanted people to know. When we found out in D.C. that there were still people that didn't know, she wanted people to know, so we made the video, and that went crazy, and it's been nonstop.
Can you kind of really believe it, or is it like a dream?
It's hard to believe. It's been a lot of unbelievable stuff since the Justice for Flint concert that's happened.
So hopefully, it's good that he's coming, but you want change. You just don't want it as an event. You want it to hopefully mean something.
Yeah, I hope that maybe with him coming here, it'll open his eyes to how bad it really is and how it's not just people blowing it up and out of proportion, that he can see for himself.
Now, here's a copy of Mari Copeny's letter to the president. At 8 years old, Mari Copeny, known around town as Little Miss Flint, wrote to President Obama last month from her home in Flint, Michigan, to share how she is working to bring attention to the public health crisis in her community. She also noted that she's headed the president's way and asked if she could meet him during her trip to Washington, D.C. From my research, it shows that Mari Copeny and her mother traveled to Washington, D.C. during the congressional hearings about the Flint tragedy. And that hearing was on March 17th. It goes on to say, this week, President Obama wrote back to Little Miss Flint with some big news. He's coming to town. On Wednesday, May 4th, the president will travel to Flint, Michigan, where he will hear firsthand from Flint residents like Mary about the public health crisis, receive an in-person briefing on the federal efforts in place to help respond to the needs of the people of Flint, and speak directly with members of the Flint community. Here's a copy of what Mary's letter to President Obama said. Mr. President, hello, my name is Mari Copeny and I'm 8 years old. I live in Flint, Michigan, and I'm more commonly known around town as Little Miss Flint. I am one of the children that is affected by this water, and I've been doing my best to march in protest and speak out for all the kids that live here in Flint. This Thursday, I will be riding a bus to Washington, D.C. to watch the congressional hearings of our Governor Rick Snyder. I know this is probably an odd request, but I would love for a chance to meet you or your wife. My mom said chances are you will be too busy with more important things, but there's a lot of people coming on these buses, and even just a meeting from you or your wife would really lift people's spirits. Thank you for all that you do for our country. I look forward to being able to come to Washington and be able to see Governor Snyder in person and be able to be in the city where you live. And it's signed, thank you. Now here's President Obama's reply to Mari. As you can see, it's from the White House, April 25th, 2016, addressed to Mari Copeny, Flint, Michigan. It says, Dear Mari, thank you for writing to me. You're right that presidents are often busy, but the truth is, in America, there is no more important title than citizen. And I am so proud of you for using your voice to speak out on behalf of the children of Flint. That's why I want you to be the first to know that I'm coming to visit Flint on May 4th, and that's in 2016. I want to make sure people like you and your family are receiving the help you need and deserve. Like you, I'll use my voice to call for change and help lift up your community. Letters from kids like you are what make me so optimistic for the future. I hope to meet you next week, Little Miss Flint. And it says sincerely, and there you have the president's signature.
Okay, no more. I can't sing and I can't dance. That's why you're Miss Flint. Yeah, you know how to do it. Yeah, am I good? Do I need to move? Okay. I'm Dave Bondi.
I already know you're Dave Bondi.
Okay. And who are you?
My name is Flint.
Okay, what's your real name?
Mari.
Okay, do you know how to spell it?
Mari.
And how do you spell your last name?
Copeny.
See, I got to make sure the people who don't know you. Okay, look into my eyes. I'm not going to sing for you though. What'd you say?
She called you a vampire.
Okay, look at me though. Don't look away. I'm not going to sing. So what happened in school today? Did your mom come and pick you up? What happened?
I didn't even know my mom was gonna come in the classroom, and I said it. My friend Seema said that my mom was here, and I looked, and she told me something that we wrote a letter to President Obama, and then Mama said bring the people out, and all of a sudden news reporters and cameras started bursting out of my classroom, and everybody didn't know they were coming for me.
What do you think about that? The president's coming to see you. Is that excited? You nervous?
I am excited.
What about the water, Mari?
What about the water stuff? He's going to say, what about this water?
Is it good water?
It smells like bleach and old fish.
The water?
They react.
My friend Joshua said that I want to go see the president, because he said, "Oh, I want to be on TV." Other people said that they want to be on TV, and the reporter was taking pictures of them. and then my friend Seema, people surrounded me and they were giving me hugs.
Is that pretty cool that he wrote you back? Every day there's hundreds of thousands of kids your age who write him a letter, and he doesn't call them back. He called you back. Is that cool?
Yes.
What are you going to tell your friends about all this thing? Because they're going to be asking you everything about it. How this happened? What happened? How do you get the president to come to your house or whatever? Because it may not be your house. It may be Flint. What do you tell them when they say? You wrote them a letter? Okay. You tired?
No.
No.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
I had cereal this morning.
Maybe president will buy you lunch. Okay. Well, it's next week. I bet you can't wait till that happens. It's a whole week. What's
Will
today,
you
Wednesday?
have a limo?
Probably.
Yeah, he'll have his mama. He'll have a lot of Secret Service agents and everything.
Yeah.
Will it have food in it?
I'm sure he has food.
Ooh. Ice cubes that I can eat?
Ice cubes, really? I bet he has cupcakes. You like cupcakes, don't you?
Cupcake!
Well, do you want to give him one? You like giving cupcakes out to people. Are you going to make him cupcakes?
I make a special big cupcake.
I won't be able to meet him probably. Only you will, because you're special.
I'll bring you cupcakes.
No, yeah, I got cupcake. No, the president. I can't meet him. You're going to meet him.
I can still bring you cupcakes.
Bring me a cupcake. Yeah. Okay. If he's watching right now on TV, if the president's watching, like tonight when this goes on the news, what would you say to him?
I really want to meet you.
Okay. Thank you for taking time to talk with me.
Okay.
Okay.
He said okay.
We'll get video of you next week, you and the president.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How excited are you?
Excited.
Have you already thought about what you're going to wear?
Pants
She don't
and a
wanna wear
shirt
She doesn't want to wear a dress.
No.
No dress.
and tennis shoes. My high tops, my white high tops.
Girl.
Oh, her and I are great friends.
You're not scared or nervous to meet?
No. I'm not scared of anything.
Wait. This
Oh, that's cool. Are you going to go, what are you going to see the president? You're going to go run up to him and hug him? Really? Okay.
I wonder if he's gonna have First Lady Michelle Obama with him.
Who knows?
What will you say to her if she's there?
You want
I want to meet you too.
to see them all? Okay.
But I wanted to see President Obama, and I just want to see his poodle.
Oh, you want to see his poodle.
Well, if he's watching this, maybe he knows now to bring his dog with him. You never know.
Is the dog a boy or a girl?
I don't know.
Boy, I think.
I think it is.
His name is Bo. It's a boy.
Bo.
Bo,
Okay. So if he's watching right now, what do you want to say? Bring your.
bring the dog.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, as a roundup, on May 4th, 2016, President Barack Obama will finally be visiting Flint, Michigan, and personally, I would like to thank President Obama for going to the site of this devastating tragedy, and I would like to say also, sir, please have all those that have been responsible for this tragedy be swiftly taken through the court system and even more swiftly ordered to jail. And I would like to thank Mari Copeny and her mother for taking the time out to believe that it is possible for the president to receive your letter, and it is possible for you to get a positive, proactive response. I think this is an excellent example of what a little bit of proactiveness and a little bit of faith will get you. I'm Otis Pate for the Topkats Pride here on April 28th, 2016.